Welcome everyone to Gamer Meld. Today we have some huge stories from incredible games from Intel's upcoming 10nm CPUs, 4th gen Ryzen APUs are coming when, and finally we have pricing on AMD's upcoming products. So you'd better get to saving. Or you can earn extra money with today's sponsor, App Bounty, a mobile app that lets you earn rewards from an Amazon gift card that you can use for their upcoming Prime Day to a PayPal card, which is basically cash. And you can get this by doing simple tasks like just downloading an app. Yeah, you can get paid to download a free app or even just play games. So check that out by visiting the link in the description below. Okay. It's news time, and first up for today, a poster on the Chinese site Baidu shared what they claim to be single-core CPU-Z benchmark scores, and they're nearly unbelievable. Unfortunately, the user deleted their post, but as I've said many times in the past, that doesn't really tell us one way or the other. If anything, I'd argue it somewhat gives credence to the claim because a company could be threatening them. But there's multiple reasons someone could take it down, so who knows. Either way, I do have the image, and it paints a pretty wild picture for Intel's 10nm process. Of course, remember that these are mobile processors, so frequency isn't going to be all that high, but apparently it doesn't matter. As you can see, the 4-core 8-thread i7 at 3.7 GHz got a score of 639, which is better than the 7700K at 5.2 GHz, and it's just under the 9700K at 5.3 GHz.
Violence or, sound like I'm promoting.
Yeah, I'm sure you can guess that it's pretty much incredible. Maybe the wait for 10nm will be worth it. Of course, by the time we get these on desktop, AMD will be on 7nm plus or better. Oh, and you may have noticed that the user also listed some 3rd gen Ryzen CPUs. And while it's not as impressive as Sunny Cove, the 3600X at 4.5 GHz got a better single core score than Intel's 9900KS at 5 GHz. With all of that said, remember that IPC increase is dependent on the application, and Intel claims that Sunny Cove has an average IPC increase of 18%, so this kind of difference obviously won't matter everywhere. Plus, it's just one user's claim, though these scores do seem to be in line with what we can expect for 3rd gen Ryzen at least. Next up for today, as many of you know, the early rumors on AMD's 3rd gen Ryzen APUs were right, in that they aren't built on the same 7nm Zen 2 architecture that their 3rd gen CPUs are. Instead, the 3400G and 3200G are based on their 12nm Zen Plus architecture, which is a bit disappointing. Well, in the final leak by WCCF tech source within AMD, you may not have to wait long for the 7nm jump. According to them, AMD is working on the upcoming APUs, and they actually plan to launch them, quote, roughly 4 months after the launch of Navi. Now, since we already know that Navi is launching 7.7, that puts it in time for the holidays in November. But of course, that's just the plan, and there's nothing set in stone. Still, even with the CES reveal in January of next year, that's far less than the usual full year wait many were expecting. Let's just hope that this quote, trusted source is right. Lastly for today, we have some leaked pricing from a Norwegian retailer. Originally found and shared by Reddit user Wazernet, we have pricing of AMD's upcoming 3rd gen Ryzen CPUs, as well as quite a few X570 motherboards. Now, I'll go through some of these, but keep in mind that there's other fees and costs involved from country to country, so simply converting the price from one currency to another won't be exact. But this at least gives us an idea. First, I will say that according to users on Reddit, Denmark adds a 25% tax that's already shown here, so we have to take that out. Now, we already know most of the pricing on AMD's Ryzen 3000 series, and you can see it's about what we expect. When checking out the X570 boards, things get to really looking bad, with the cheapest board I could find being the MSI X570 Gaming Plus at $190. And the Asus Prime X570 Pro is a whopping $450. For reference, the X470 Pro is only $150. So yeah, the recent story suggesting that the X470 isn't being replaced by the X570 is clearly right. Let's just hope it won't be hindered in its overclocking ability. Fingers crossed. So while that does it for today, what did you think of the news? Excited for new 7nm APUs, or are you ready for 10nm Intel desktop chips? Let me know down in the comments below, and don't forget to check out App Bounty in the description. And as always, have a great day.